Yo, what's happening, guys? Welcome to a brand new edition of Run Come Follow Uncle Doug's. I think it's about episode 32 or 33, something like that. And obviously, like, the videos are running from Thailand at the moment. We called it the Thailand Chronicles, and we've dealt with little bits. We've been here, we've been there, and we've got to the point in the holiday now where we were just on the verge of coming home. And as you saw at the end of the last video in the writing that I put there, just after the last clip of us getting petrol, Sarah and I had an accident. We was knocked off our ped. Now, I'm going to explain here, before you watch the video that's coming, I'll explain what happened and just some little bits and bobs along the way, like that I've picked up and learned. But what I am going to do is I'm going to do a proper video that is just about not just Thailand, but the do's and don'ts, what I've learned. You know, obviously it's cost me an injury and some money and all that, which I'll get to in a minute. I'll explain as best I can what happened and the outcome so far. Like, we've been back a week now, so today's the 5th of February, I think, something like that, or the 6th. So we come back on the 27th, so we've been back a little while. But anyway, yeah, after the last video finished, we were heading back to the villa, and going back to where our villa was, came up to a tiny little roundabout that is on the main road that runs through Koh Samui. So even though it's a tiny small roundabout, a lot of you lot that would be there will know it. It's as you come out of Fisherman's Village, that little roundabout there. So we were coming up to the roundabout and we were doing a right, yeah. So because it's such a tiny roundabout, I've got Sarah on the back, and yeah, look, we're on a ped. I know, oh, you're on a ped. If you wouldn't have been on there, wouldn't have all that. I'm not, listen, I don't care. I'm still going back to Thailand. I'll still ride a ped. Accidents happen. Let's just get that clear from the start. Yeah, I don't blame anyone or anything for the situation and how it went down. Accidents happen. That's life, all right? So let's just get that clear. I'm not blaming the ped. I'm not blaming anything. So we're coming up to the roundabout. Obviously, we wait, look. There's a sign to my right that says give way to cars from your right. On every part of the roundabout as you approach it, there's a sign, which you'll see on the video, that says give way to the roundabout. So anyway, I'm looking to my right, no one's coming. Pull out onto the roundabout, do a right. So by now we're doing maybe 3 or 4 miles an hour, because like I say, it's quite a tight turn. And then we've accelerated off the roundabout, so now we're going straight up. Unbeknown to me, a lady has come from what would have been our left, but is her straight over. And without stopping, she's come straight over the roundabout. And before we've even got a chance to accelerate into the road, she's come from our back, but back left, straight into us. She's probably doing about 30 miles an hour or something like that, and she's hit Sarah. Was on the back of the ped. She's hit the back of the ped a little bit, but she's hit Sarah. Sarah took more of the impact, which, as I was driving, sort of, you know, 1 minute I'm just accelerating out of a roundabout to our villa, doing a left like 10 seconds up the road. The next minute I've looked around like that, and there's just like a car, like a shark in the water, come out of nowhere. And I tried to steer out of it, and I couldn't. I didn't have the time. Obviously she's tried to steer out of it once she's realised what's happening, and we just collided, and the bike's gone from underneath us. My automatic instinct was to put my left arm back, because we slid that way. I put my arm back to try and break Sarah's fall, which has in turn sort of span her around, so Sarah's fell straight back, hit her coccyx, like, and straight back onto her head, and cracked her crash helmet over. Thank God we had crash helmets on. Like, that's another thing. Wear your crash helmet, man. Don't give it a big one. Like, you wouldn't do it at home, so don't do it abroad, all right? And there's a prime example. If she didn't have her crash helmet on, this could have been a whole different story. So anyway, I've spun her around. She's gone bang bang, and in the process of doing that, obviously I've gone down with my arm back, my left arm, and unbeknown to me, I broke my shoulder. I didn't know that at the time, but I've gone down. Anyway, pandemonium on the road. I've opened my eyes, quickly jumped up, looked round. The ped is sort of half on top of Sarah, so I run straight over there. My elbow and my shoulder was hurting, but I've picked the ped up, thrown it off of Sarah. Des was behind us. He was a few behind us in the traffic, so as he's now coming onto the roundabout, I can just hear him saying, no, 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 you know, all the pandemonium is going on. He don't know, Sarah's on the floor. So he's come over, we've got Sarah up, and I said to him, brother, I broke my shoulder. Now, I've never ever broken a bone in my body, yeah? And I said to him, I broke on my shoulder, and he was like, how do you know? And I said, mate, I mean, it was just hanging down, you know, don't want to be too graphic, but I just knew. So anyway, we've got Sarah over to the roadside. Now she's saying that her back was hurting because she fell on her thing, and her hand was sort of spazzing up, she couldn't move her hand. So originally, even though I knew I'd broke my shoulder and hurt my elbow, Sarah was the priority to start with, because her injuries were a little bit more troubling. Mine were pretty clear, even though they're not nice, they were pretty clear what I'd done. So we sat on the curb, and again, I'm going to do a full in-depth video just based on what I have realised in moments like sitting on the curb, what I did and didn't know about having a crash abroad, you know. So, but you know, we're sitting on the curb, and I'm saying to Sarah, are you alright? And she's saying, no, I'm hurting. And she's saying, am I alright? And I'm saying, no, I'm in a bit of pain. Then I got the old, you know, the white face, sweaty, red hot. I said to her, I think I'm going to pass out. Sarah, sorry, I didn't even mention this. When Sarah went down, she was knocked out for a couple of seconds as well. So now we're sitting on the curb. I just sort of leant back, and I could just feel it coming over me. But in my mind, weirdly, I was sort of trying to compartmentalise what was going on. And even though half of me was panicking and sweating, we're in a foreign place, and you know, I've flipping come off my bed with my wife on the back, and I'm meant to protect her, and all the things you think about, man. The other half of me was rationally thinking, pull your self together, Dougs. Like, what are you really going to do here, mate? Like, sort it out. Stop flapping. Start thinking. So I thought to myself, like, we've got insurance, thank God. You know, we've got insurance. I've got an international driving license. All of that's taken care of, yeah. Now, I didn't know how insurance works. I've never had an accident on holiday, and stupidly, and probably like a lot of you lot, which I'm going to get to in a minute as well, I just go on holiday. I got insurance. There's been times in the past when I haven't even had insurance because I used to be stupid. But I go on holiday, I've got insurance, but I don't know who I'm insured with, what I've got to do, who I've got to, all of that. You know, you think you do, but you know, you don't. So in my mind, I was thinking this is going to cost money. So I put a sum of money to one side of my head. Now, I'll put it out there, you know, I'm not rich. I'm not rich. I'm a normal geezer that goes to work. Even though you might think I'm a DJ and all that, trust me, I'm just a normal geezer that goes to work. I haven't got like £1 million in the bank. I'm just a normal dude, all right? So don't think that I've got this pot of money that I can work by. I had a sum of money in my head, and it wasn't even a sum of money that I have in the bank, but I thought to myself, you know, I've got to think on my feet here. I've got to think on my feet here, or on my bum, because I was sitting down. This is very real. Like, this is going to cost us to get us out of this. Like, I don't know how insurance works, but I know that when you go to private hospitals and stuff like that, especially in somewhere like Thailand, you're paying a few quid. So the ambulance people, well, no, before that, I can hear Des telling people to ring an ambulance, and I can hear other people, no one knows who to ring. Now, I'm going to ask you a question in a minute, and I want you to be honest with yourself, right? But while we were laying on the floor, I can hear Des saying, call an ambulance, call 999, call whatever. And all the people I can hear around me are all saying to me, or to Des and to everyone, they don't know who to phone, yeah? All the locals. Now I know there's 7 hospitals on the island in Samui where the crash happened. And if you've got insurance, you'll have your hospital's number. Small island, they can get to you very quick. So as far as I know, they haven't got a 999 type number. I stand to be corrected, but I was told by a few people out there, no, if it's an ambulance, if it's police, there is, but with an ambulance, because if they're private healthcare, there's not that kind of thing. You phone a hospital, they come get you. But we're on the floor, Des is flapping about, we don't know this, do we? So I think, luckily, for us, there was an ambulance that was going past. Now, we crashed quite near to one of the private hospitals. I think it was called Watapanat or Wapatanat, something like that. Funnily enough, it was purple in colour, so every time you'll see it in the video, every time we drove past it, it's the Vibina hospital, wasn't it? Never dreamt we'd end up in there. But yeah, luckily for us, an ambulance come over, and I'm laying on the floor looking up at the sky, holding my shoulder, talking to Sarah, making sure she's all right. We're kind of keeping each other, you know, making sure we're both all right, each other, even though we both weren't all right. And the ambulance people come over, and they leant over me and they said, do you have money? First question, do you have money? So I said yes. Do you have insurance? I said yes. Do you want to go private hospital? I said yes. Because I know, listen, I know that in Thailand, you know, and many other places around the world, probably all the places outside of your own flipping country, you want to go private hospital. Somewhere like that, you don't want to be going to their version of the like public hospital. Look into it. It's not, so there is no alternative here. It's private or it's nothing. So they pick us up, scoop us up, take us to the hospital. We're in the ambulance now. From this moment onwards, costs money, right? From the minute you say yes, it costs you money. So they take us to the hospital, they take us in there. First thing they come and did was a blood test to make sure we hadn't been drinking and taking drugs, which obviously we hadn't been. I mean, I haven't even had a drink since March. I think I had 2 drinks on holiday actually, so that's a lie. But I haven't even had a drink, let alone misbehaved and all of that. So, you know, luckily, you know, previous holidays of the past. Again, another thing for you lot to think about. You know, it's all fun till it's not fun, you know what I mean? And that goes for all of the stuff that we're around us lot. So just think about that as well. I'm not trying to be like Mr. Health and Safety or Mr. Dampener. I'm just telling you little bits of what I've learned along the way. Had I have had anything in my system, I would have been nicked for possession as far as I know. And then it would have opened up a whole can of worms. So just know what you're doing and you know, make the decision judged on and based on your knowledge of deciding to not care than not knowing whether to care or if it's important to care, right? If that makes sense. So they did that, and then the next thing they do is come over and put a chip and pin in your face and say to you, you have to pay. So like in the meantime, obviously I'm on the phone to the insurance company. Now the first thing that I really learned, again, might sound stupid to some of you lot, but I'm guarantee pretty much everyone I've spoke to after this has happened never really thought about how this works. So what do you do when you have a crash? So you ring the insurance company. What do they say to you? We're going to come and save you. There's a big pot of money for you to work with until we get... No, they don't say none of that. They say, gather up all the proof, gather up your receipts. When it all comes to an end, send it all in and we'll process your claim. So in the meantime, you're on your own, mate, yeah? Now, when they came up to me and said, before they've given us a tablet or anything like that, they've said, you have to pay, yeah? Now I'm saying, and I know, even without having this happen to me before, I've had friends, and I know it ain't a thing when they say it's 200 quid. I know you're talking thousands of pounds. So I said to them how much, and they said to me, roughly, it worked out to about £15,000 English. Now, I didn't have that in a bank account out there with me at the time, and a lot of people wouldn't have that to start with or even have access to that kind of money. So again, know what you're doing before you go. I'm not scaring you all. I'm just saying, had it have been somebody else who had a different situation or scenario, they wouldn't have been able to get fixed. Yeah, some people can't phone home and get a bit of money, and some people, you know, haven't got the money around them to pay themselves. So £15,000, in fact it was 16 grand. So after a bit of toing and froing, I've said to them, I've got some money in the bank here. I'm having money sent over from my other account, which is, we'll get to that in a minute. And I've got other money being transferred as well from my mum. Now, the reason I had to do that was because when I transferred the money from England to help pay for it, the balance, which I didn't have, it takes time, doesn't it? Because we're in Thailand, the bank ain't just clearing it straight away. So my mum tried to send me some money, bless her, and the same thing. So I'm showing the hospital screenshots of 2 different bank accounts where the money's being sent to pay the balance of what we was going to owe. They said they would accept 80%. I forgot to say that, but we'll get to that in a minute. And yeah, so luckily, thank God, James Romper, my brother, he was already my brother, he came to the rescue, and we had enough money plus his money to pay the 80%, which they said we could pay 80% on that night. My operation was 1 o'clock the next day. We had to pay the remaining 20% balance by 10 o'clock the next morning. Otherwise there was no operation, there was no work. So thank God, you know, we managed to get the 80% of the money, and then the next day the other money we were waiting for cleared, and I could pay Romper back, pay the balance and get my operation done. Now, getting onto the video, because now the rest of the story, a lot of it's in the video, and like I say, I'm going to do a proper video. So if you're interested in, you know, not just what happened to us, but you know what I've learned along the way, the good, the bad, and all of it, then you might want to watch the other video when I do that. But for now, this story kind of leads you up to where we were. Now, we weren't filming when we crashed. I mean, we didn't know we were going to crash when we was on our way back to the villa, so why would we have been filming? And I haven't filmed every single bit along the way, because a lot of it was traumatic. You know, I'm not going to lie, it was traumatic. It was The accident in itself was obviously painful, but it was scary as well, because, you know, I'm with my wife, we're in a strange place. Luckily we was with friends. I've got to big up Ash and Lou and Des and Romper, and after the accident, Barry and Ilona and Amaya and all the people we bumped into along the way. But you know, a special big up to our friends out there that really looked out for us and come to our rescue and looked after us after. So thank you to you lot. But yeah, it was a real scary thing, I'm not going to lie. And then obviously once we've dealt with the first initial crash and the scariness of having a crash, then it's all the stuff like dealing with the hospital. You haven't got no, you know, they're speaking very broken English and my Thai is non-existent. So there's that. You don't know what they're talking about. You're trusting your stuff, your injuries and your medication, all that, into people that you don't know their background. I know we live in England and like we moan about the NHS, but we know they're trained, and we know, and you'll see in the video the healthcare and the whole thing. You know, I got treated like a king. So, but at the time previous, I didn't know that. So there's all them anxieties, and then the hospital stuff. You know, that's horrific enough. And then you come out and you've got to deal with insurance. Then you have to go to the police, and we're dealing with the chief of police, Koh Samui chief of police, and their way of doing things. And like, even though we wasn't bullied as in you English pig, it's very, very intimidating. The way that their processes and how they do stuff, for starters. But what they say goes, and you can push it a bit. You know, I didn't agree with what they said. You know, you'll probably see all this in the video. I'm pretty sure you do. I'm just editing it now, so when I get to that bit, if it's not in it, I'll add it in. But you'll see what happened, and you can have a little backwards and forwards with them, but in the back of your mind, programs like Banged Up Abroad and seeing what you see with your own eyes when you're in the police station and all of that, you're always conscious that if you don't do what they say, like in my instance, we couldn't get our passports back, or my passport, because the moped place took our passport. The police confiscated the bike. I couldn't get the bike back until I had the paperwork signed off by the chief of police. And you'll see in the video, I think, that we was forced into accepting a 50-50. Now, it wasn't like you do this or else, but they presented us with a 50-50. There was CCTV on the roundabout, so they'd already made their decision when we got to the police that this is what it is, and they wouldn't budge. And I didn't want to push it too much. Obviously, I pushed as much as I could. I mean, you know me well enough now. I didn't just say okay, I pushed. But the truth of the matter is, me and Sarah, you know, probably on 10 times said it's not, and our reasons why. And I'll be honest with you, the chief of police knew that it wasn't a 50-50. I could tell he knew, but a Thai lady's crashed into us. It wasn't a cut and shut case. The camera angles that they chose to use, you know, weren't in our favour, and it's just one of them things. That's the end of this little bit now. You can watch how it all unfolds, and luckily, look, the most important thing is we're okay. On another day, we could have rolled in front of a lorry. Sarah could have banged her head. We may never have come home. Money's money, you know, it is what it is. Health is everything. Health is wealth, and you know, it could have just been so much flipping worse, man. It really, really could have. So yeah, you'll see how it went down. It isn't as straightforward as crashing at home as you can imagine, but it's not probably as horrific an ordeal as you'd think after sort of watching the TV and stuff that we're presenting at home either. It's kind of somewhere in the middle. The healthcare is amazing. The police stuff, they just got their way, and you're just very, very, very conscious of not pushing it too much, because there's nothing to stop them from doing the old, right, you go and wait in the cell, we'll review this in 4 months, 4 years. What are you going to do, you know? So they kind of play on that a little bit. Even though they didn't bully us, they would not back down, and I couldn't get the paperwork to get the ped, to get my passport, to go home. You know, forget about the fit to fly and all that I needed from the hospital. I had no passport, and until the police signed off the paperwork, I couldn't get a passport, and they just wouldn't accept anything other than their version of events. So, you know, it all plays out in the video, and like I say, win, lose or draw, it is what it is. You know, you can't know what you don't know. And you can't change history, and it's all good looking back now saying coulda, woulda, shoulda, but here we are. So luckily not for me and Sarah, but luckily we've been through it, so I can explain it to you. And what I will say is, guys, please just spend as much time looking at your holiday insurance as you do at booking your flight, booking your hotel, checking out the beaches, looking at a club, flipping what restaurants, what, you know, all the stuff that we spent watching someone like me on holiday for hours on end, and then deciding you want to go somewhere because it looked like, think how much hours you, and then you go on your holiday insurance, and I buy it yearly, but I'm as guilty as the rest of probably you lot. I would imagine 95% of you lot watching this video are the same as me. You go on now, you pick a reputable company, Virgin, AXA, whoever, one of them. You look at the things, you think, right, that's 90 quid, that's 80 quid. That one's this much excess, or they give you 5 million quid if you crash. I don't want winter sports. Cushy, no, you don't even look into it. When you hit the floor, mate, trust me, you don't even know you insure me. I had to look into my emails. I didn't know who to ring. When I rang them, I didn't know what I didn't know. Like, I don't know what I expected, but what I do know now is you pay first, they sort it out when you get home, and we know what insurance companies are like. You know, they don't trip over themselves to throw it at you, and obviously a few holes can be picked in what happened to us. So I'm just trying to lay it out there truthfully. It doesn't matter. Fortunately, we can shoulder this and take this on the chin, even though we don't want to, whereas some of you guys or some of your kids that are going out to these places may not be able to. So my advice is, take time, look at your holiday insurance, as I will be for the rest of my life, and I've told everyone, know what you're doing. Yeah, know when you crash, when something happens, God forbid, I really hope it don't happen to any of you, of course, and your kids, of course, but the truth of the matter is, accidents happen all the time, especially when you go into these sort of places where they're developing countries and the roads are dodgy and you've got different kind of rules and laws and ways to us. Like, going out there being cocky, not that we were cocky, we were the opposite of cocky. We know what we're doing, but you can't know what you don't know, as I keep saying. And we probably stupidly or not didn't really know what to do and what we was getting ourselves into if we have a crash. So my advice is, spend some time looking into your policies. Someone did tell me that there are policies that you can get with prepaid cards on, so if something happens, you present the card, and while the paperwork's going through, you're not paying for it out of your own pocket. So maybe look into that. I don't know where to send you because I don't know myself yet, but I'm just saying. And the last thing I'm going to say before I sign out is, yeah, Thailand's a different kind of place because it's on the other side of the world, but every single person, especially in England, that's watching this video, especially, you know, my age group, how many times have you been to Europe, you lot? Just Europe, yeah? Forget about anywhere else, just Europe. What number do you phone if you have an accident? And I guarantee, like I didn't, I'd guarantee 99% of you don't know what number to phone in case of an emergency. Now, Europe has one phone number. Now, when I've asked 100 people this since it's happened, the only person who knew was Nick Croft, and that's because Nick lives in Amsterdam. But all my promoter friends, you know, me included, we put these events on abroad, and we all go out there, we take 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 people abroad. No one knows who to ring here, so the number for Europe is 112. Everyone knows 911 in America because of the TV stuff, and we all know 999 because we live here. So 112 is the code, is the emergency number for Europe. But whatever country you're going to, just know the most basic of stuff can help you. If we knew who to phone, that part of the panic would have been gone. If we knew, you know, that we had X amount of money to pay for the first chunk of the thing, that would have been that stress gone. We wouldn't have had to ring the insurance company, ring me mum, ring Romper, ring round like ring a roses, trying to sort of get money from left, right and centre, because who goes on holiday with 20 grand in their bank account? You know what I mean? Like, not flipping many people. And even if you've got it, it ain't just going to be rolling around in your current account that you're going to go and swan around Thailand. Of course it's not. You're going to allocate some money for your holiday, and that's going to be your savings or your, wherever you've got money in your life, under your bed, in gold bullion, whatever you've got. My point is, normally it ain't with you when you need it, yeah? Getting it transferred over ain't as straightforward as you probably think either, because you're never relying on it. When you get money transferred, someone says, I'll be with you next day. You say, all right, sweet, you borrow €100, 100 quid off your mate or whatever, and when you need 15, 20 grand, you can't just borrow that off your mate who's like, oh, what you got in your holiday fund? I brought a couple of grand to spend. You're talking everyone's holiday fund and what they've got in the bank, because none of us go on holiday with 20 bags, you know? Not say none of us. Most normal people in life don't do that. So watch the video. You know, luckily we're all right, thank God we come home safe. And again, thank you to everyone that saved our bacon and looked after us out there. We can never ever repay you. You know, we were broken, not just in bones but in spirit and everything, and we was really, really down, man. You know, we put a brave face on it through the video because that's what me and Sarah were like, you know, haha, it's all a laugh. But let me tell you, yeah, it weren't no joke, man. There was times when I was scared, or we were scared. You know, we were sad, crying, lonely. Like, we felt like we was on the other side of the world. We had to stay for longer. Oh yeah, staying in Thailand for another week. Yeah, sounds great. Trust me, when you're in that kind of feel, all you want to do is be home with the people that love you, that can look after you, because you're at your depth, right? Now, I don't think I will be. We're going back again. We'll get on a ped again, all of that, but I'll be better prepared. So please, let our mistake not be your mistake, all right? Learn, look into your holiday insurance, and know what you're doing before you go to these places. But anyway, enjoy the video. It's a bit up and down. There's some good bits, some sad bits, some funny bits. It's literally kind of like after the crash in the following week. So it's not all like doom and gloom in the hospital. There's bits when we're down the beach, down the market, whatever. So it's just the following week. But yeah, lastly, please just know what you're doing when you go abroad, and make sure your kids do it, even if you have to do it for them. You know what I mean? You know, you're going to moan at them because they shouldn't, but they're kids, aren't they? That's what we do when we're young. Get some backup insurance, get some stuff in place for them. Just know what you're doing, man, because I wouldn't want to see any of you lot go through what we went through. And we only broke a shoulder. You know, there was a geezer I met out there that had he got knocked over by a bike and lost a chunk of his head, his brain. He'd been in hospital since August, and it was looking like he was going to be in there for a year. Reconstructive surgery, all he's on his own, English guy. So he was walking down the road and a ped clipped him with a wing mirror, sent him forward and he back. Like, that's what I'm saying. So please, guys, just I'm normally like, yeah, all fun mucking about. I'm just being honest about what happened to us and serious about what can happen. So yeah, look into your insurance and look into what you do in a country you're going to if something happens, yeah? And enjoy the video. We're all right though, mate. Look, we goes here, look. Just in case, all right? And lastly, I can't really move my arm. That's about all I've got in it at the moment. But that one is proper, yeah? So I'm going to get this video out for tomorrow, which is Friday. I want to see all of you lot even more now. If there's any tickets left when this video goes out, I can't even hold the camera properly. Yeah, deaftickets.co.uk. It's my 50th birthday. I landed on the morning of my 50th birthday with a broken shoulder. Flipping come home, jet lagged, fell asleep, missed my whole birthday. I've been in agony since. But tomorrow's my birthday party at the Steelyard. DEF, deaftickets.co.uk. Line-up's massive, all that rubbish that goes with it. And even if you don't want to come, I think you should now, because like there's a chance me and the Wigger might not have put the right guilt trip on them. There's a chance me and the Wigger might not have made it home, and then it would have been a commemoration party or whatever they're called, memorial. Like, come on, man, we're here. Get a ticket. Come on, life's for living, man. Anyway, enjoy the video. If you can enjoy a video like that. If you're squeamish, look away when the scars are open. And if you're not squeamish, enjoy the scars. All right, love you. Mate, this is the first time I've seen the scars. Look at that. Yeah, man, didn't realise it was that bad. Oh, mate, you couldn't make this up. I've broke my shoulder. Ah, look, the wig goes all strapped up. I've got to go in and have an operation on my shoulder. I've dislocated my shoulder. Now what I've done? Fractured it. Snapped it in half, man. And it's going to cost, get ready for this, 15 grand. It's not even funny. 15 grand. And then you claim it when you get home. I said, I don't know what's going to go on, but I'm in pain. This wasn't in the plan, was it, Lou and Andy?
I want that one.
I want that one. This is no joke, honestly.
What would I do if I did a runner with you?
But could have been worse, so it is what it is, isn't it? You know what I mean? He says. So I've managed to convince the what is it? Not convince the hospital to let me out for the night and come back in the morning. But they've said that they think that what's that?
You know you're ready.
I think the brakes on low this side. Sorry, darling. I can't move it. It's on this one.
Oh,
sorry.
Here we go.
Yeah.
What's going on with that one now?
God knows. They've said to me that I'm going to be in a lot of pain, and they advised me to stay here. But I don't want to stay here, man. I want to be back with everyone in the villa. Come back in the morning. So probably a stupid Probably a stupid decision, but there you go. This is the hospital crew. That's me. Yo, morning guys. So, as you can see, well, I don't know if you can, I'm at the hospital having this operation today. I'll film a few bits along the way, but here we are. I'm in hospital. I've got a broken shoulder. Someone crashed into our ped. We're in Thailand. We're still having a good time. That's how good Thailand is. I'm sitting there, I've got the old one-arm bandit at the moment. But I'd rather it wasn't happening, of course. We'll go looking after me. But here we are. Main thing is we're alright. We're a bit bruised and battered. Wigo's got a few bandages on her. And obviously I've got a busted shoulder and an elbow and whatnot, but it could have been worse. We were lucky. So I'll see you in a bit. Morning. You ain't a cocky a day, Doug, are you? So I've had a load of tests. I'm just waiting now. I don't really know what's happening. Just waiting. That's 1 o'clock the operation yesterday. It's now about, it's time now, about 9 o'clock-ish, something like that. But one good thing is the hospital's purple. That's a good sign. We've been driving past this hospital all week. Oh look, the Rehabilitation hospital. Didn't think I was going to end up in here. Look at me little robe though that I nicked out of the villa. So I look like a proper patient. I'm giving it a big one, but I'm not happy, obviously. You know, here at the hospital. Wish this had never happened. But the blessing is it wasn't our fault. It was one, you know, everyone's going, oh, he was on a ped. It wasn't really like that. We could have been standing on the side of the road. It's just one of them things that happened. She come across us, whacked us. We was only doing like less than 5 miles an hour coming off a roundabout. Like I said, I'll tell you all about it later, but yeah, it's not like, no, he was on a ped, he was going fast, he was doing wheelies down the front of Sarah. Isn't that? Of course it's not. Come out for a little half-time oranges. It's not a bad view from the hospital though, is it? Look, right in the jungle. Yeah, come out for some oranges. We're just waiting about. Going down for the operation, but on the way past, look, I just quickly filmed that. 7-Eleven vending machines, got everything in it you could want, including toasties. Right, upstairs now for the operation. Wish me luck, guys. Space Age Hospital, isn't it? Hey. Space Age business. Got a ninja robe on now. Hospital ninja. Oh, I'll tell you what, as hospitals go, this is a lovely hospital to be fair, but look at this view. We literally live there. Where that red and white thing is, that's right by our villa. So we must be just over there somewhere. I wish I was there now. Teddy bears for a big brave boy. That'd be me. It's like a semi-decent hotel room, to be fair. One that nobody wants to stay in. My mouth is so dry. I ain't had a drink since yesterday. I'm not allowed to drink or eat. Honestly. That's a proper mate. 7-Eleven delivery. Toasty. What was it? Lychee juice and a donut for the Wigo. I look like I've got my weekend. I need a haircut. Well done, mate. Proper.
Why you got your willy out?
Yeah, to be fair, I've gone a bit far. Ash just said the things you do for content. Now I'm hooked out of one of these things. I can't even film myself properly. What's that there? I've got one of them in my arm. One up there. Yeah, and then what's the time now? 20 to 11 according to that clock. 5 past 12. So about 1 o'clock after when I'm going down with the operation, they said 2 hours, then a bit of recovery time, then they're going to see what's happening. But as soon as I'm ready, mate, I'm out of here. I can't stay in here any longer. But it's a lovely room, to be fair. Hotel room? Yeah, it's like a hotel room, look at that. The toilet is wicked, but I can't be bothered to get up and show you. But yeah, it's like a nice hotel, isn't it? Yeah, when you walk down, I think I got that on the camera. When you walk through it, it is like that. It is Star Wars, isn't it? And then the rubbish tip. Yeah, the rubbish tip bit. Yeah, it is. So anyway, right, you may see me again. Otherwise, next time will be when I wake up. Talking. Oh, look at that. There's even a pelican on the TV. Pelican.
Hello, everybody, peeps.
I don't know what's going on, but that's going on. And it's freezing in that room, man. Look, I put some heated inflatable blanket on me.
Yeah, well, you go into shock, didn't you, as well?
Well, you are the legend, #God, off the tyre.
Yeah.
Can't keep a good man down, right?
Didn't help me in Samui, did it? God, mate, I feel like I've got
You want some more water?
No, you're not.
My throat's killing me, mate. I think they ladyboy, don't they? While I was asleep, teabagged me.
Patient recovers, sounds asleep, and they brought his dinner in, which I know he ain't gonna eat one mouthful of. Some cold garlic bread, glass of milk, and I don't even know what that is. Oh, there's a plastic over it. This has been one of the most frightening things to happen. Getting knocked off, being in a crash and getting knocked off your moped. Regardless whose fault it was, it doesn't matter, even though it wasn't ours. She crashed into us. The most important thing is that Dee's okay. He broke his shoulder in the crash. I think he was trying to save me. And he's currently drugged up in this hospital now. And yeah, it's just cost us £16,000. 16,000 British pounds, because the insurance people, I've just noticed it's a full moon, the insurance people tell you to pay for it and then you claim back after. So somehow you've just got to find 16 grand lying around. But one thing, if you do come to Thailand and you think it's all fun and games on a ped, it is. We love it, but make sure you wear your hat, because if I wasn't wearing my hat, I'd probably be in a much more serious critical situation. At the moment I've got whiplash, sore coccyx, cuts on my arm, leg and foot, and the hat has got about a 2-inch cut around the leather bit. So if I didn't have the helmet on, that would have been my head being split open. So yeah, come to Thailand, have fun, drive safe, don't drink and drive. We wasn't drunk, we wasn't even drinking, but they treat you like criminals. They take your blood test and they assume that it was your fault, even though it wasn't. We have a witness, so yeah, but make sure you wear your helmet, don't drink and drive, because a lot of people do out here, and don't speed. It's not worth it. It ain't worth ruining your holiday, losing days out of your holiday and forking out so much money when it could have been so much worse. It could have been a lot worse. We could have both been dead. We weren't going fast. Like I said, it was on a roundabout and she just crashed into the left hand side of us, but it was bad enough. So just be careful, man. Come on holiday, have fun, just be safe. Don't take stupid risks, because we didn't and we still got hurt. So, and I've seen so many reckless driving around. There's a woman gone past, she's got a newborn baby strapped across her chest. Neither of them have got helmets on. She's just driving in the middle of the road. It's mental. Just be safe, man.
Alright, so it's Monday afternoon now. Completely lost track of time. I've been in and out of sleep on that morphine. Buzzing right now. I ain't brushed my teeth since the thing happened. My mouth feels like my arm, that shoulder, my elbow, killing me. I'm in absolute agony right now, which isn't fun. So that's the update for the minute. I wish it was better, but it ain't. I could be keeping to for another night. I don't know, hopefully not, but yeah. Anyway, how you feeling? We go? So, yeah, sore is what it is, but sad. Time to get the wound redressed. Mate, this is the first time I've seen the scars. Look at that. Yeah, man, I didn't realise it was that bad. Mate, I can't believe that. I didn't know they'd cut that much. I thought it was a keyhole thing, but it turns out it was a proper cut your shoulder open. Sorry, I'm on the old morphine, and do whatever they've done. But yeah, that was a bit of a surprise. I told you it was a serious thing, mate. To be fair though, they've been great. This hospital, people that work here. It's been my worst hospital experience because I'm not really a hospital guy. But it's been the best and all. The way they treat you and look after you, amazing. But anyway, that's what I'm staying in tonight. It's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon now. I'm waiting to see the doctor, but I get the feeling I'm still going to be here till tomorrow. Yeah, not the kind of last week we planned, but it happens, guys, doesn't it? That is life. Well, straighten me out. Well, that's us done at the hospital for now. I've got to come back on Wednesday. It's now Monday night, 7 o'clock. I've got to come back on Wednesday to have the wound redressed and blah 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 and all of that. But the hospital is called Wattanapat, Wattanapat Hospital in Samui. I'll tell you what, I've never experienced a hospital like that. The treatment, the facilities, everything. Honestly, it was by far the best treatment I've ever received.
Boo! Hello! Hello! Des can't get in. Smells lovely.
Oh, yeah. Let's shut up. Sit down. Which one's got? Oh. Which one's got?
Back in the villa with a gang, well happy. In pain, but well happy. I didn't want to do another night in the hospital, even though it was nice in there. It's nothing like being with your peeps, is there? So, yeah, back in the game. Well, not really back in the game, but back in the villa, in loads of pain. But I keep saying it was lucky, mate. Anything could have happened when that happened, so we're lucky that it is what it is. So, yeah, I don't know if there'll be any more videos tonight because Ash is cooking a bit of scoff over there. You know what he's done? This is how much he's a good geezer, or these are good people. They've got my favourite food and Ash is cooking it in the kitchen because I ain't eaten for a few days. And he's knocking up a dish in the kitchen now that he knows, oh, that's the bollocks, isn't it, eh? That's proper people, that is. So yeah, we're going to have dinner and then I'll see you tomorrow when I won't be swimming in the sea or doing much apart from going, Yo, morning guys. It's the morning after the discharge. That sounds bad, doesn't it? The night before. There's my shoulder. I'm covered in bruises and cuts all over the gap, but waking up in a villa was a blessing, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't had the best night's sleep, but being in the hospital was crap. So I've got to go down and sort out all the police stuff, I think, today. Get my bike back and whatever I've got, I don't even know, make a statement, all that crap. So probably that's all going to be long and all. Everything's long at the moment. And that is what the day's excitement is. I think all the guys are going to go to the beach. I don't know if I'm going to get down there today. I think I might have to just chill out, but maybe once I'm out I'll feel better. We'll see. But anyway, good morning. For sake. Oh, just had a shower, brushed my teeth. I tell you what, it ain't fixed the injuries, but it does make you feel a lot better, doesn't it? But look, this is where we'd be at, the villa. It is beautiful. Couldn't think of a better place to what's it called? Recoup? No. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, recouping.
Yeah.
Recuperate.
Yeah, recoup. So yeah. Hi, girl. Yes, this is us. Oh, mate. Got Biggie playing in the background. My shoulder's bigger than Biggie's at the moment. He had a big shoulder. Fat shoulder. Yeah, that shower, mate, that was a proper team effort, mate. We goes in the shower with me. We're trying to help each other out. She can't bend over or do anything because of her back. And I can't do anything because I'm and obviously there's bits of us we're not allowed to get wet, and also yeah, it was quite an eventful shower, that one. Not in the way that you would like, or I would have liked, but it was eventful nonetheless. Right, let's have a go at rolling a half-time oranges. Right, it's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, half 2, something like that. And we've decided we're getting out of the villa, we're going down the beach. Rob's just come over to join us.
Yeah. Sorry.
Right. Yeah, Rob's come over to join us. He's over here for a few days. I've got to go down to the police station tomorrow, make a statement and all that, blah blah blah. Then the ped, take the ped back. The ped didn't actually get any damage on it, really. It's got a couple of scratches, but I think the lady rammed into us more so than hit the ped, and then obviously it was going so slow when it happened, and the ped just sort of fell over almost. So yeah, hopefully it shouldn't be too much issues. But we're actually in the process of working out whether we're going to actually come home when we're meant to on Friday, or we're going to stick around for another week. Because to be honest with you, I really can't think of anything worse than being on a plane with this injury at the moment. He's feeling better all the time. Like, it feels better now than it did earlier, and it feels better earlier than it did yesterday. But right about now, I can't think of anything worse than being cooped up on a plane for 13 odd hours. Yeah, so I'll let you know our decision as and when we make it, but we could be here for another week. We might go over to Koh Phangan and jam with Romper and Barry and Ilona for the final week, but we're not sure yet. Until Wednesday I've got to go back to the hospital, have a little check up. I think I've got to have another x-ray, make sure everything's hunky-dory, and then we'll work out what we're going to do from now. So yeah, it definitely wasn't the plan, but it happens, doesn't it? You know what I mean? It happens. I'm going to record a video in a little when I feel like it and tell you exactly all what happened and the do's and don'ts of having an accident in Thailand, because obviously you learn stuff, innit, when shit like this happens. So yeah, I'll give you the lowdown on all of it in a video in a little while. It'll probably come before this, so I don't know what I'm talking about. I'll probably put it at the start of the thing. But anyway, rambling, Doug's. I'll keep you informed, keep you in the loop. You alright, we go?
Yeah, just it hurts walking down the hill.
Oh, I know. Lulu?
Yeah, all
You
good.
alright, girl?
No, she's got a bad back as well.
Look at the size of the leaves on that tree. I'm telling you, them leaves are about 6 foot long. They're taller than me. Man. He's back in town, here he is. I'm envious. Are we a bit jealous?
Yeah.
They've got peds still, we can't even get on
sad.
it. I ain't gonna lie, I'm a bit jealous of the ped life.
I'm not jealous.
I am, I'm real jealous. I wish I was pedding it around. We're back on track again, mate. The holiday's back on track. Here's the gang. We're down the beach, drinking lemon juice, proper, sun's out, have a nice little strap mark, have like a UK Apache tag. There is no need for that. Come on, Gabe. Look like a couple of chicken drumsticks hanging out there, don't they? Mate, someone throw something at him. Brick, just in case you wanted another go. Look at, do you know it looks like a frog, isn't it? Shark bite.
You cannot fly anymore then.
How to fight with a shark?
Shark?
Yeah, bit me.
Or if play shark, you are too small.
I beat him up.
Then you need to learn more Thai boxing. have to go to the stadium.
When I'm better.
Where you come from?
We're from London.
England.
Hello.
Nice weather
You
today.
from here, Samui?
I came from Kopangan.
Okay, you're born now.
James'
I was
favourite
born there.
island.
Been going up there, living here because my husband.
Ah.
Very nice, sexy.
I don't know what the laws of driving in the road are right here, but that can't be safe. We're going out for a bit of grub. We've all decided we're going out for a little steak dinner tonight. We found a nice gaff the other night. And obviously me and Sarah have been about for a few nights, so we're going out for a steak. Lou's just banged her f***ing head. She's trying to upstage me. Look at his new hat. Look.
Have I swerved that one?
Alright, Mick Dundee.
G'day.
We was meant to be going in that gaff there at the shack. Hello, there's.
Oh, it's
But it's fully booked. So we've rebooked in for tomorrow night. Here he is, look at this. Anyway, we've rebooked in, or we've booked in for tomorrow night, 9:30. So that's a good sign. I've never known a restaurant anywhere where we've ever been at here to be booked up. So that's a good sign. So yeah, anyway, I've got to be careful. I'm walking through the market and everything. I've got my arm out, my right arm, to stop anyone bashing into my left shoulder. So I've got to put my phone down, just for the record. Flipping out my nut on tramadol. So the tablets they've given me, I've been floating since I got home. Yeah, what's happening, guys? Morning. So it is Wednesday morning. I'm not sure of the date, I've lost track of dates, but it's Wednesday morning. I'm back down the hospital again, my shoulder in the tin, to have it looked at, cleaned up. I don't know if they're doing an x-ray or whatnot, but yeah, I'm getting all that done this morning. Then we've got to head over to the old bill station and make a statement. Probably have to pay some more money, I'm sure. But yeah, make a statement, get all that sorted, get the ped key back, and then we can take the ped back, get the insurance stuff back out of them, and then send it over to my travel insurance people and get all that sorted. So yeah, it's been a bit of a hectic few days, but we're slowly getting there. So yeah, I'll let you know how this goes once I get out of here. Oh, look at this.
I'm okay.
You are a sweetheart. Thank you. She's a feeder. She feeds you up. We're at the hospital, that's all done. New bandages, new everything. Wiggo's all done again. We're ready to rock and roll. Now, next stop is a police station. Go and do all of what we've got to do in there. Probably get fleeced. Hopefully not, but probably so. And then I've got to go back on Saturday to get a fit to fly certificate. We were meant to fly back Friday, so we've got to work out today what our plans are. We've had a lovely offer from a good friend of ours to go and stay with him for as long as we need to till we go home, so that's a lovely, beautiful thing. We've just got to work out changing our flights over, so I'll sort that out today. And boom, boom, boom. That's us. So next stop, the old bill station. We're at the old bill station. We're back in Chuen getting a bit of grub, meeting up with Romper and Desmond Tutu. And yeah, basically we didn't really have to give a statement because they got CCTV of the whole accident. So we've watched it through. Truth of the matter is it wasn't our fault, but can you pull it up a bit, please, babe? My bum bag's falling down. I've got to wear a bum bag now and it's gone up nothing on my shoulder. No, just put it up a little bit. Thank you. Yeah, so basically we've come round the roundabout. We have come round it slightly wide. There's two lanes that come off it. She's come over on the straight over lane. But she's about 1.5 foot away from the curb on her side, so she's quite far over. But because there's no actual lines on the road, what they're saying is it's a 50-50. Like, it ain't, and if we was in England, I'd be on mad arguments to say it ain't. But obviously we're in Thailand. There's a Thai lady who's crashed into us. It's just how it is, and I accepted it before we even went in there. You know, we've got to go back tomorrow. They're going to talk to the lady's insurance company. I think they're going to push for the 50-50. I don't even know what that means. Probably costs money anyway. Everything does. But yeah, it is what it is, guys, isn't it? You know what I mean? You know where you're coming. You know what's happening when you come out. And if you decide to get a ped and do all that, then if you crash, then this is what happens, isn't it? Whether it's your fault or not, there's going to be technicalities. But so far, so good. I mean, look, they were lovely and friendly. You know, they couldn't have been more helpful in there, to be fair. He's going to ring me in a little while, the old Bill, when he gets hold of the insurance, and tell me what we've got to do. We go back there, sign off the report, pay some money, I suppose, or maybe hopefully not. And then once we've done that, we get our ped key back, take the ped back, and then it's all done and dusted. So yeah, I mean, look, it's crap. Of course, it's crap. Even doing all this crap is crap. But our experience so far has not been bad. I mean, it's been expensive, but if you've got insurance, that covers that. But it's not been like everyone we've met, from the police to the hospital and everyone in between, have been friendly and helpful and as calm and, you know, no aggy, like rah, 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 you, none of that. It's been pretty calm. So yeah, I would say as good as an experience it could be for the situation we found ourselves in is what it's been. So yeah, we've got to go back either later or tomorrow when I get the call, get it all rounded up then, and boom, boom, boom. But look, we've just bumped in there.
Wait, time travel.
Still need a haircut. I kept my hair on because I thought when I go to the police station it looks better if I've got like a bit of grey fleck and, you know what I mean, a bit longer hair than the skinhead, so I've left it on. But anyway, there's an romper. I've gone for a little mooch about. Sarah's getting her nails done because she broke one of her nails off in the accident. And so I've been left to my own devices for the first time since it happened. Now I've come down to my favourite spot, which is at the back of our old hotel on Cheweng Beach, by my favourite tree that leans out into the ocean to just have a little bit of time on my own. Got a little half-time oranges and a little lemon juice and a bed chair right by the sea, and I'm just looking around and taking it all in, to be honest with you. So and what I've decided is, well, I'm going to run this video up until when all the police stuff's done, and when we move from Koh Samui to where we're going next, I'll end the video there, and then that one will just be like the accident, you know what I mean, from start to finish. So by the time you see this, I'll have already added an intro. But when it all finishes, I'm going to do an intro, give you a brief outline of what happened, and then I'll just give you it bit by bit. I haven't filmed everything, but I've filmed quite a lot of it along the way, the good and the bad. So, oh, here he is. Well, I've got to go, guys. Love you, bye. Sorry about that, guys. I'm at the place where we stayed last year, innit? And the matey we become friends with, someone's told him that I broke my shoulder, and he's ended up on a video phone to the girl behind the bar because he's worried. That's lovely, isn't it? You know what I mean? So we're going to come and see him tomorrow anyway. But yeah, just going to chill here for a bit. I'm on my ones, like I say. I'm going to do the video properly, and so you can see all and some tips as well, because, you know, we all think we know everything, me included. You come here, first of all, you think it will never happen to me. Secondly, you think I'll be all right. Thirdly, we all think we know everything until something happens, and then we realise we don't know as much as what we thought we did. So I'll put everything I've learned into one video, and you lot can see it all. And then if you come to Thailand, you know what I mean, which we will return, and I will ride a ped again, because accidents happen. It wasn't through stupidity, it was just one of them things. But, you know, if any of you lot are coming, and when we come back, I'll be a lot better equipped to deal with stuff like this if it happens, you know what I mean? Because we ain't invincible, are we? Which I have found out. We can rebuild him, the world's first bionic man. Anyway, yeah, Des and Robert should be here soon. I know they're circling the island like hawks on their peds. And yeah, Wiggo's getting the nails done. So yeah, I'm just going to chill here for a bit, enjoy my smoke. The gang are back. There's the lads. There's the lass. We're having a little chill. This is us, mate. Not a bad place to chill, eh? Man, like, Daddy! Daddy! Toot toot! Des is just showing off because he's got a shoulder. Stop showing off with your shoulder! Yeah, mate, this is us. Look how beautiful this is, man. Bob, you couldn't even do a one-arm press up, you little weakling. Des, do a one-arm press up for the camera. You just said it. Come on, bruv.
Oh, to be fair. To be sure.
Well, we done two just to shut me up. There you go.
Two half ones.
Ladies, look at this specimen. I'll cut that bit out, Des, don't worry.
Yeah, please.
There is a fish rave going on. Look, all these lot are coming over. Come on. They've all went boom, They can hear the beeline. Fish rave. Fish rave. They think we're going to drop pills in their mouth.
In the middle there that they're following. Look, what's
What
that
that?
there?
Who that? The leader?
I don't know.
You know,
I
like the
swear.
illegal rave, one of them give out the phone number. They all went over there. Look, there's more coming in. And they're all driving in off the M25. Boom, 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 boom. Fish racing. All these lot over here, they're all like, they live in the village. These lot, like, what's that fucking noise? We're out and about. It's our last night in Fisherman's Village. We're heading back over to Chilwell tomorrow. We tried to get into this gaff last night, went in the shack, but we've got a table booked for 9:30 tonight. Rompers over here and all. Arms feeling alright. I walk around with my arm out like this so people give me a wide berth when I'm walking towards them. I don't want to bang into my shoulder, so I'm doing it with that. Anyway, yeah, we're going to dive into here for a bit of scoff. Apparently this is the place to eat. It's a steak place, just spin it round. Yeah, this is us, so we'll give you a rating on the way out. We're getting our grubs. Says first. Ash has ordered oysters, Lou get the cunny cunny. It's called The Shack, it's in Fisherman's Village, and apparently this is the place to eat. So, how's your steak, mate?
Oh my god.
Top and top. There's one.
Spinach.
It's a strong 10 round the table. But I've got to get set to cut mine up because I'm a one-arm bandit. You ready to get your slurp on, Ash? Slurpy! And in one go.
Hello, are you eating one of them? Absolutely not. Have you ever? I've tried one.
Professional work, look at that. So that's the gaff we've been eating at tonight called The Shack. There's all the crew. Right there, table number one. And yeah, the meal was spot on, mate. Everything that everyone told us was right. If you like steak especially, obviously it's a proper steakhouse. If you like steak, I'm telling you, they do a banging steak in there. Back down at our favourite spot in Fisherman's Village. Plastic chairs in a market square. Matey from the other nights on the old Samui. We've got a new singer tonight. So good, so good, so good. Anyway, this is our favourite spot. Simple things, mate. Got our favourite green shop in the corner over there called St Herb Hemp. We've got Matey on the old guitar singing the wrong words to all the songs. And it's just chill. Perfect. Just what the doctor ordered this is. Apparently it was just a warm-up act. Our Matey's coming on in a minute from the other night. Who does seem to be able to speak slightly better English when he's singing, and he also knows the proper words. So, but this mate has got a better act. He has got a better act, be honest. He's got that Guns N' Roses thing going on, you know what I mean? Oh, this is his best number. You ready? I'm filming all of this. We're going to return to this when he does the harmonies bit, yeah? You're going to love it. It was special the other night. Go on, my son. Carry on, carry on. Even with a broken shoulder. What all these people don't know is this is the best bit, but we've experienced it. Ready? As you can see, man is a star out here, mate, waiting to be found. If he was on Britain's Got Talent, mate, they'd love him, trust me. Anyway, we're signing out on that one. And enjoying our last night Fisherman's Village together. Robert's fooked off home. So it's just a fantastic 5. We're going to enjoy this beautiful rendition of Bohemian Rhapsody for 3.5 minutes, and I forgot I even had a broken shoulder. That was how beautiful that was. He's just a poor boy, nobody loves. Don't spoil it, dogs.
Anyone can say nothing really matters. Nothing really matters to me.
Right, wasn't that beautiful, guys? All piss taken aside, that was beautiful. Right, you got these donuts that I got up now, look, ruined it. They've got to do it on to sing a song they don't know the words to. She ain't too bad, this, but we like a bit of Madonna round this table, don't we, love? Hold up, there's a lot going on here. I should touch my shoulder. I said to him, don't touch my shoulder. What he's trying, he went to touch it again.
I'm so sorry.
Clumsy, clumsy, darling.
Where's your skips, Carl?
Ash don't have to put on the red eyes.
Roxanne!
You don't have to smoke that bun tonight. Come on, Ash, back to life now.
Last night of the night, innit? Come on. Roxanne! Don't fall over.
He's gone very white and sweaty.
What's Dee doing though?
He's covering him, isn't he?
Or laughing.
He's all camouflaged behind the like the free
Carrots? Yeah, he's wiping his mouth. Yeah, there you go. And he's just smiling teeth. Hey, man. Hey, did you see that?
Fucking up, Chuck.
Oh, you stink of puke. That gherkin
Egg.
smell of this. Like a vinegary smell.
Like the week is shaking Stevens. In the week shaking round by the bins.
God, breathe near me.
Oh, that was a lot.
It's all that prawns he'd been eating.
Shaking round by the bins.
Look, how's that fish, Ash?
Baby, have you got food poisoning? Have you got guts out? You feel better now?
Proper weed thing. I don't know what that. What was
Stop
the
doing
last?
shaking.
What was the last bit of smoke? Whatever that was, that's the one. That holiday.
That's the one.
We should have been on that old holiday. We should have had that 3 weeks ago.
Oh,
I've never seen you go out before.
he was sweating buckets.
Why is it running down his face?
Oh, here we go, we're back down here, what an hospital.
I think that was the. I don't know what it was, but whatever it was alright.
Was it?
No, a little bit. I did my spot enough.
The oysters didn't come back.
No, the oysters are nice. They were
They
alright.
taste mad, like coming up.
No, they were. I don't think it was oysters that come up.
It's something vinegary.
You know, to be fair, I've got to be honest, I just washed it away because I didn't want to leave it there. So I spent, thanks for the water, but I used the water of it to wash up a little bit of sick that I did sick out, and I washed it away, so it weren't that much, to be fair.
We're on that last cab ride. Say hello, everyone. Lean in. Hey. Last cab ride in Fisherman's Village. We put Ash in charge of giving them the address, which probably wasn't the best idea. Ash said, just shout through the window and tell them. So that's the window, like with an open back taxi. So yeah, hopefully we're going to make it home.
I've just been on a boggle.
Hi, Ash has ended up jumping in the front, and we got the girl in the back. Hey. Hello, Sawadika. So, because we don't know, our villa is on a new plot, so the road ain't got a name on it yet. So, whenever we want to get a taxi, there's proper tech. So, basically, now Ash is in the front with the driver, and the wife is in the back. We're going to get rid of Ash. We substituted him. You got a bit vinegary in it, though.
Awfully.
That's got pickled onion bread. So yeah, that's it. Ash has got a new job. Probably won't see him again. He's now a cabbie's mate. And there goes our taxi. Cup. Right, so we've just checked out the villa, and the birds turned up and tried to charge us for electric, which I've never heard of in my life. Apparently, we have to pay for electric. So I've had a little bit of a ding dong, because to be fair, I mean, the villa looks beautiful, and don't get me wrong, listen, it's lovely, we're in Thailand, all that malarkey, but the truth of the matter is, the villa, look, that's a building site over there, yeah? That's a building site right there. All the way up this road is a building site. It's a steep road to get up here. Unsafe, no lights, blah, blah, blah. But listen, that's Thailand, we get that. But when they sell it to you, it says, what was the word in Lou?
Serenity.
Serenity, peaceful surroundings,
Luscious.
luscious, this, that and the other. Mate, we're on a f***ing building site. That's the truth of it, yeah? As much as we want to give it the big one and say we're in a proper villa. Yeah, we're right. The birds just turned up. She was horrible on the way in. None of us took to her when she got here. She was just very abrupt. She's turned up. She's took the piss out of my shoulder, calling it a Samui tattoo. I'm f***ing Samui tattoo off. And then she just, it's just a rip-off, like rip-off thing. Lou, when we moved in, she said about the electric. Lou said, what, do we pay for the electric? She said, no. I just reset it to 0 in case you use anything extra. I was like, okay, all right, come here today, charge us $4,500. Not English, obviously, $4,500 Thai. And just her mannerisms and how she was, and just the lies. I mean, they've sold us this thing like it's in this place where it's not. It's this luscious blah blah. It's all bollocks on the website. We just looked at it again. Then she's saying it tells you about the electric. It doesn't. It's just, you know what, the whole thing's a scam. And yeah, I'm going to make sure that I tag these people that own this villa, and I'm going to make sure that every person that I know in the whole world gives these the massivest, widest berth ever. Yeah, because they're a rip-off con. Like, yeah, it's a lovely villa. It's not just the villa, is it? You're selling us the surroundings as well, and you're selling us electric. Who the fuck are you, the electric company? Piss take. Right, so we're leaving the Villa of Doom. We've got our new taxi driver. Mr. Taxi Driver! We're just going to show you the building site on the way past, ready? So basically, this is our villa. And this is
Yes, please.
this is our building. This is our building site that they didn't inform us about, which starts at about 7 o'clock every morning and goes on until late at night. It's a right laugh. So yeah, proper. Thanks for that. And then this is the road. As you can see, there's just sewage water everywhere. Oh yeah, also you've got to pay for your electric. I don't know if I mentioned that.
Do you work long days?
Every time I working only high season.
Oh, okay.
Low season, I come back home.
Oh, nice.
Now I come here, I stay alone.
Yeah.
My family outside me.
Oh, bless you.
Yes.
How long is high season? 4 months?
No, not 4.
3.
2 months.
2 months.
แล้วก็ low 1 month แล้วก็ high again.
You know what? This taxi drive from the villa to the hotel has changed my mood completely. We needed this, isn't it?
Yeah.
You've been like our saviour. You're the best cab driver we've had. You're the best taxi driver.
You're the best taxi
Out-
driver we've had.
Serious. You've made us very, very happy. You're funny.
I'm happy. Yes,
You're a
I
funny
am
man.
happy.
It's so
Yes.
like...
You have good energy.
Sometimes, no?
What do you say?
Sometimes.
Stush.
Even the taxi.
We needed this. Right, so we're all checked into our new hotel, which was our old hotel, Montian House. Do you know what? They couldn't have been nicer. Every bit of dealing with them, from the first time we stayed here to when we come here yesterday, I had to use their phone to receive a call. We weren't even staying here yesterday, but we went in there and asked, and then just how they've been with us checking in. Really lovely place, reasonable price. But we paid for one night on booking.com, which was about 100 quid, and when we booked the second night through them, it was 60 quid. So my advice would be book 1 or 2 nights for when you get here, and then see what you can get when you're here. We've always sort of mostly planned stuff, not always but mostly, but this is the most sort of like we've just winged it as we've gone, and we've found some really good deals. I mean, the villa turned out to be a bit of a nightmare, like I said earlier. It was a beautiful villa, but just they shouldn't really be having people there yet, you know what I mean? The road ain't ready, the villa surroundings ain't ready, and they're just chances, you know what I mean? But it is what it is, mate. Let's say you learn in life, innit? and it was a lovely villa. One day up there it will be beautiful, but just not today. So yeah, listen, that's why I saw these videos are good. You know, if you're coming to Thailand, I'm trying to be as honest as I can be about, well, I am being as honest as I can be about the whole experience, you know what I mean, the good and the bad. So just had a phone call off the old Bill, and I've got to go there tonight, 8 o'clock. I've got to sit down with the lady that crashed into us, and I think apparently we just, between us, we sort of thrash out a deal that we're happy with or something. That's how it works out here, but I'll let you know later. 8 o'clock that is tonight, the next instalment. So I've got to go down the old Bill station at 8, like I said. We're on our way down to the ped shop now to see what they're saying. So this is hopefully part 1 or 2 of putting an end to all of this and putting it all to bed. So I'll let you know what she says. We're going in there now. Ash's bike knocked over as well, and broke up the handle thing and something, I don't know, it's got a little mark on it, so I get the feeling that both of us going to get this stuff up. What can you do? We're nearly there. We'll be back in a minute, yeah? Wigo's found herself another friend. He was going the other way, but now he's turned around and now he's following us. Here we go. You like the Wigo, don't you? No? Pretty girl. I don't know if I made this video already or not. I don't think I have. So we went to the bike place, and the bike place was cool with Ash's bike. We told her about my one. She didn't really seem bothered. Said I was going to drop it back later once I picked it up from the police pound. So hopefully that's put to bed. I might have to pay a little bit, because obviously because I've told her I've crashed. Ash didn't have to tell her. So they've just looked over his bike quickly, and he's managed to squeeze it in through the finish post without them noticing. And because I've had to go in there and tell him, I'm assuming they'll go over mine a bit more of a fine tooth comb, but mine ain't really got no damage, like I said before, a couple of slight scratches and that. So if I have to pay a cut, a few $100, whatever, don't really give a shit. But yeah, she's up until 11 tonight, so police station at 8, get this thrashed out, go and get the ped, take that back, put it all to bed, enjoy our last night in Samui together. The guys are going back tomorrow. Yeah, can't wait to really end this chapter and get on with a new video. It's all been a bit, there's been some funny bits for it, I'm sure, but on the whole it's been pretty doom and gloom the last week. So yeah, put it to bed tonight and onwards and upwards. Right, so we're at the old Bill station. It ended up a 50-50, which if we was at home would never have happened. I would have contested it till I was thrown in a prison cell at home. But it's a different ball game out here. It's just, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Like, I'm gonna fill you all in, like I keep saying, on the whole thing, how it happened, what happened, how to treat everything. I'll tell you the whole lot. But for now, I'm not gonna lie, I am so glad that is just put to bed, because mate, that is scary. I had a look in the cell, yeah. When you're in the police station, they've got cells in there. I looked through at the cells. I'm telling you, he's banged up abroad. But they should bring every tourist in, make them look at that cell before they go and have their fun. Not to scare, not to ruin the ollie, but just not like, just know if you get out of hand, this is where you end up. F knows what the prison's like. But anyway, look, that's done. I'll fill you in on the proper SP. But yeah, thank God, thank God. And now we've come out to eat with our good friend. This is everybody. Say hello to the camera. So last year we met him at the hotel we stayed at, and him and his friends, they came to the party we played at, and we got on really well, and we've stayed in touch, and we've come back this year and we've been to see him at the hotel, but now he's not working, and he's brought us to his friend's restaurant. This is about as Thai as it comes, and look, that's what I'm talking about, yeah. If we needed a love heart, it was now. So yeah, cheers everyone. Happy New Year, yeah. Happy New Year. Woo! And I've got to give these two the big up. Romba's over there parking up the ped. Des is here. Romba's just took Des down to pick my ped up and bring it back to Chuen, because obviously I can't ride it, so I can take it back in the morning and get that sorted. But yeah, man, proper. You need good friends in life, man, and luckily we got them in abundance. Yo, what's happening, guys? Morning. It is now Friday morning, and we're the last ones here. Everyone else went home this morning, so we are officially the last ones here out of our camp. Obviously with the crash and all of this malarkey, I can't go home yet, so pardon me, we're here for another few days. So I'm going to round off the video here. I'm going to tell you what happened at the ped place. And then we're going to close this chapter down and we're going to reopen a new chapter for the last bit of the actual holiday, yeah? We took the ped back. There was a bit of damage to the ped. There were some scratches. We broke the mirror on it and whatnot. But because she's our friend, she only charged us just like £2,000, which is like 40, 50 quid, something like that, which we was expecting, to be fair. I mean, we damaged the bike at the end of the day that we hired off of her. So, you know what I mean? Whether she's a matey or not, it's going to cost her money. Why should it when we crashed it? So yeah, it's all good. Now we've just got to deal with the insurance and all of that malarkey. But yeah, all in all, it's been it hasn't been the best few days, but I'll tell you what we've learned from this last, what's it been, 6 days now, yeah, nearly a week, yeah. What we've learned from this last nearly week of, you know, heartache and sadness and pain, anxiety. We've been scared. We've gone through all the emotions, all of them. Do you know what I mean? But I definitely feel more prepared to travel the world after having the accident, sadly, than I thought I was before. But that's not to say we weren't before. But you can't know what you don't know, do you? And people can tell you what happens when you have an accident, or you can think you know. But until you're right in the middle of it, and it's a blues and twos situation, and you're panicking and you're scared and all of that, that's when it really comes around. So. Yeah, I'm going to do a separate video to this one and tell you what my do's and don'ts and some advice and what I would do differently in the future, knowing what I know now, as a separate video. But this one is literally just like, there's some, you know, some sad bits. There's the, you know, the bits in the hospital and the crap bits when I ain't felt great. It's probably bits I haven't even looked through any of it yet. There's probably bits when I'm having nut or morphine. There's all kind of bits. But there's some happy bits, you know. It's just the last week that we've been here, but it's been in hospital and running around police stations and all that crap. So yeah, it does focus a lot around that. But I haven't took out the bits when we're at the beach and all that. I just want that to be this week of the holiday. But yeah, a big focus of it is on what happened on the bike. I suppose, yeah, I will go also, yeah. At the start of this video, you would have seen it. I'm going to do an intro video just explaining to everyone what happened briefly and all that, and then we'll run into the actual video and you can see it bit by bit once I've edited it. Alright, so anyway, the next video that we start, which will be the final week, we're going over to Koh Phangan to stay with some really lovely friends of ours, Barry and Ilona. Obviously you guys know Barry from the Dub Pistols and Mucky Weekender, and Ilona is the boss of Mucky Weekender and Dub Pistols, basically. Yeah, they've offered us they've got a lovely villa over in Koh Phangan. They've been worried about us, and they've just said to us, please come over and stay with us. We've got a spare room. We want to look after you. You've been through a load of horrible crap. Let us do this for you. And you know, we was a bit reluctant at first because you don't want to encroach on people's holidays and all that, but both of them were insistent that it was what they wanted to do. And to be fair, if I'm being honest, we need it a little bit as well. So yeah, so I want to say thank you to Barry and Ilona. I want to say thanks to all the crew that have been out here with us, that have helped us through everything. You know, obviously the guys that were with us, you know, back at the villa, Ashlew and Des, they've run backwards and forwards hospital, picked the ped up. All the stuff that they've done, just being there has been amazing. Romper, my brother, he come through with all different, I won't go into it, but he come through and helped us in many, many different ways, and that's a proper mate right there. I've got to thank my mum because she bailed us out of a bit of dough and all, to be fair, because we needed a bit of dough sharpish that we didn't have in the bank. But luckily mum dropped a bit in there, and we'll just give that back to her when we get home. So yeah, it's just one of them ones. Like I say, you can get caught on the hop really easy. You can think you're prepared, but push comes to shove. Just the simplest thing, like what's the emergency number in Thailand? We've been asking the locals, they don't even know, there ain't one. That's what I'm saying. On the advice video I'm going to do for you, you should be prepared for things like this. You just think it's going to be ring 999 and an ambulance picks you up. There's hospitals in Samui, all private, all with their own numbers, all with their own way of dealing with stuff. Some are better than others. You know what I mean? Just things that you wouldn't think to look into before you come. You're too busy checking for a gaff on what the beach looks like. You don't think about stuff like that. I know it's a bit doom and gloom, but so's that. So just being honest with you is it's been even the week we've had, it's been bloody horrible, but it's had its good points and all. So we're here on holiday. We're going to make the most of it. Next video is going to be more upbeat. Staying with Barry and Alona. We're going to see Romper again over in Koh Phangan before we come back to Samui and head home next week. Land on the morning of my birthday, which is the 27th. I didn't really intend to spend my 50th birthday on a plane, waking up in Gatwick or wherever we're landing. We were busted on. But that's how it goes sometimes. That is this beautiful thing we call life. So yeah, thank you for watching, guys. We are safe and sound. There's the Wiggo. How you feeling, Wigs?
Tickety boo.
Tickety boo. That's what we like to hear. On to the next video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I've busted my arm to use. I'll give you a video. That's the lengths I'm going there. Now listen, don't forget to subscribe. We love you all. We'll be back soon. We can't wait to see you all on the 8th of February at my birthday bash. Yeah. Steelyard London, all day out, the lineups out there, the flyers out there. Head over to deaftickets.co.uk to grab your tickets. If you weren't going to come before, it's got to be worth coming to see me DJ like a one-armed bandit, isn't it? Even if you just want to laugh at me. So yeah, look guys, listen, newfound love for everyone, newfound appreciation for the world. We appreciate everything anyway, but you know what I mean, sometimes you need a little kick up the arse. So yeah, love you all, peace, we're out of there.
Go on, mate, have a little go on that. Go on, get your nose back in there.
So we came up this road here, where this black and white motors are, up to this roundabout, yeah? What does it say there? Please let the car on the roundabout right hand side go first. So we've gone across there and done a right there, yeah? The lady has come from over there, straight over, yeah, straight across there, and she's hit us somewhere over there, in front of that sign basically. So we're already round the roundabout and coming off of it. She should have given way to the right. She came from down there, we came from down there. We've come round the roundabout and she's hit us over there, knowing full well you have to give way to the right. Please let the car on the roundabout right hand side go first, which was us on this occasion. So I told you, I knew we was in the flipping right. I knew it, and now I know even more. Just for the record, this is from, like, obviously she's come from down there and gone straight over there. And the reason I'm filming it this way is because as you pull up to the light, there's the same sign. Yeah, you know the sign that's over there that says about giving way to the right? That's what she should have done. Like all them lot are doing there, look, stopping, slowing down, stopping, slowing down. Now as the bike goes onto the roundabout, look, people are stopping, slowing. I told you, I knew from the start it wasn't that flipping full.